Hello and welcome to Citrus K Night Gaming. Today we are going to be talking about Warlords 3, Darklords Rising. This game originally came out in 1998 and I've been playing it ever since. I initially played a demo of it, which you could only have a 40 turn maximum turn limit on it. And if I remember correctly, because I had the Reign of Heroes, which was this prequel to this, which was pretty much the same game, but Darklords Rising has just been enhanced, which that came out in 97, and I was playing that, and then there was a demo for Darklords Rising, and I just liked all the little things it added. So I've still got a physical copy of it, but it is available on GOG. So we'll have a bit of a look at it today, have a talk about it, do some gameplay, and show you what's in the game. So we've got a few options here. Under the campaigns, we've got 5 different campaigns, all a lot of fun. The thing with the campaigns is in between the levels your heroes carry on, so that's really nice, and also you can upgrade your units between maps, and so they carry on that upgrade. It's quite a nice feature, makes it a lot of fun. You've also got scenarios, which we've got all these pre-made scenarios here, and all these pre-made scenarios here as well. And you can get random ones as well. But what we'll actually look at today is random map. So in here, this is setting up the map parameters. So we've got, let's go big, let's go max cities, max ruins, max sites, let's go max, keep all that, so all those, we'll run that to standard. Let's go 2 islands. And you can select view map when it's being created, and of course you can go surprise me, see what comes up. There are different game types here as well, which all these change some of the rules. You can click on the some options here to pick colors, etc. And a lot of them all fun to play, but today standard. Let's go standard. So you can see the map get created on the left there, and here we are in the initial page here. So we've got all these can be made to AI, so you've got 3 difficulties of AI, and you can choose personalities as well and give them more buffs, more whatever you want. The other thing is too, if you click this little button here, what we get is the editor for teams. So for example, orcs, we've got orcs, the ones with the little E's are the ones I've made, just edited current teams and stuff like that. But if you go edit, this is your 8 standard units that you can recruit in cities. Mercenaries can be hired, randomly appear, or from finishing quests. And allies, again, from finishing quests you can get allies, or sometimes find them in ruins and things like that. Ship is whatever, you've got these are your ship choices, and these little points here affect this, and this is your points total for balancing purposes. So you can't go and pick a team of 8 dragons, and all these little things change these, which will affect this. And so the smaller units, the weaker ones, you put on first, and it keeps these points lower, and so you can get some stronger units towards the end that don't cost much. If you'd put the Minotaurs at the start, they're very, very expensive, and it would just throw this out. You wouldn't be able to save it. Stack limit is how many armies can stand on one spot at a time. So we've got all these can be played with, but that one's set up, so we'll do that. You can change have a play with things like that. See whatever you want it to be. Got quite a few options here, and you can mix and match, change the base colors. So we'll set that to, we'll set those to computer. Let's get some, what do we want in here? Oh no, Knolls will be interesting. I've set those up. Yep, I've set those up. Cool. Okay. Oh, we'll change the name up here. Let's go. And what are we going to pick here? Let's go for the dagger and fire. Everyone likes fire. Let's go fire. Okay, actually we might play those. We will set them to Warlord, and let's get demons in. Yep, they're all set up. Demons, demon side. Let's go that with let's change the background color to that's gonna be, yeah, that will do. And got Lich King, got the Undead, yep, cool, okay, that can stay the same name. Alrighty, and Okay, I'll leave 3 set as human side so I can sort of show you a few of the different units. And now we can go last warlord standing, most cities, most victory points, most money, king of the hill, capture the flag, fortress. We'll just go last warlord standing, and we can go edit options. So with this, we've got city setup, and we can go complex setup and go customize, and we can pick how many cities we want everyone to have. You can also set random capitals, all that. Let's do that. So you can just play with that there. Let's go 6 cities to start with each. And we won't go choose capitals, we'll just let it randomize. We'll add all these on. We've got now with neutral cities, you can set them, if you set active, they technically aren't really active until you attack them. Once you attack them once, then they start building armies. They won't, they'll just reinforce their city, and you can have fog of war on. We won't be doing that today, so I can show you everything. Army setup. This does have a really strong map editor as well, which is it's quite a good map editor. A lot of options, fairly easy to use, and that's external to the game. That's it's a separate program, which comes in with GOG when you buy it there. So we'll alright, I think we're ready to begin playing. Alright, let's go. Sorry about all the waffling. We'll get into show some actual gameplay. Alrighty. So, heroes, you can choose male, female, change name. It's just a visual thing. So we can go whatever one, and this one, first city. These are the builds that the city starts off with. So we've got 4 to choose from, and if we had plenty of money, we can buy production. So these are the 8 different armies that we set up, that we either set up or is set in the game. So we're going to go for those. Now, stats, we've got that's strength, that's hit points, that's movement, and that's upkeep per turn. These guys have no move bonus, but they do have +4 assassin. So what that does is I'll describe that a bit better when we go into the battle screen. That's actually a point. I've probably got the Combat screen. Let's slow that down a bit, just so we can sort of see what's going on a bit better. And so that's our hero there. Let's send him off to some ruins. And let's have a look at our cities. So this is our capital. Right click brings up like this. So that means it's the capital. Usually has quite a good income. And you can, this one's already fully upgraded to Citadel. But this is a screen, and you can click on all your cities from here. So it's quite easy to manage. You can upgrade to castle, and what that does is basic level gives you +1 to all your the strength of all your units in the castle. Then one upgrade gives them +2, two upgrades gives them +3. And so if I click on these guys and then right click here, that's their base stats. That's their stats because they're inside castle, citadel. So they get +3 there. You can select units like that, or space will select all of them. So what we will do is we're going to leave those two in defense. Now these guys have +2 versus city, so that's when they're attacking, and siege +2. Now siege is another one of those abilities like assassin, which we'll go into more detail when we start attacking stuff, which we will be doing in a minute. Let's get some defenses in here. So these are sort of basic nulls. So they have assassin, but only +1 instead of +4. So we will let's get actually going to move. So grey units like that, that's neutral. So all these grey cities are neutrals. So let's this is fortify. It means that of a turn your heroes go into sort of a sleep mode where you don't have to pick what they do every turn. That one selects next unit. That one ends that particular unit's thing, so it won't be selected again for this turn. But let's get these guys moving down here. We've got in here, we've got undo movement, move all. Can change fight order for your units. You've got all these reports, quite got all these questing. We'll have a look at questing shortly. That's something that obviously heroes can do. It's got if you're playing a scenario, that's got some of the scenario rules there, various lists of, got some more reports, can clean up cities' armies, go to capital, and just game preferences here. So let's go to the next turn. We'll carry on having a look, see what else we got going on. Here is gold and here is mana, so we'll have a bit more of a detailed look at that with the next team. This does have a full, this does have a sort of a basic diplomacy system where you have three statuses, which is neutral, war, or peace, or the neutral's like the peace, and then you also can have alliances, and you can have allied victories as well. So we can have a look at that. Oh, this rolled up quite nice. What do we want? Fire demons take 4 turns to produce. That's how many turns it does. So they take 4 turns to produce, whereas these take 3 turns, but as you can tell, these are quite a lot stronger overall. So for the extra turn, we might as well. Now, one thing I realized we didn't do in the last, it didn't set building and all those, so we will sort that out next turn. So that's the units we have here. So they've all got their little, see, these guys are quite weak, but they've got +5 assassin, so we will be, these guys have got +2 acid. Now these guys +2 banding. Now banding's a bit of a unique one in that it means that the more of them there are, the stronger they are. So we've got, let's go in here and see what happens. So these are the ruins. Heroes can search them. They do have a chance of dying here as well. It's not guaranteed success. It depends on the hero. So we also have these, which these are called sites, and so they provide a bonus to, this particular one provides a bonus to Balan, which is there. So that one gets +5 GP income from this mine here. This provides Bless, and that is going to Balan as well. So all units that are produced here will come with Bless, which Bless is, it's a nice nice little bonus to your units, +1 to their strength, and it can counteract some of the negative effects. So we are going to let's go up and get Bless there. So we'll leave those guys there for now. Leave that guy there for now. Right. Boom. Okay. So the boat, what shows up in these buildings is as your starting production is actually random, and it's to do with the units that you get spawned. So sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not. So we'll just so we found 1,059. What we're actually going to do, it's going to send that unit there. Now units have flying as well. Some units have flying, which means they can just fly over harder terrain without, and water and things like that, without any penalty. In terms of heroes flying, if all the units in a hero's army have fly, then the hero will fly. So a lot of heroes don't get fly themselves, but as long as they're with other units that do fly, then they have fly, no worries. Oh, funding lots of gold. That's good. That's good. And we will set some productions to go in for the null, since I didn't last turn, which is just dumb on my part, but we've got some nice building go on there. Alrighty. So now this is gold. So here we've got your income per turn and your upkeep per turn. Now all units have an upkeep, but if they are inside a city, their upkeep is reduced. So if we doesn't actually so if we have a look, it doesn't show on there. Yeah, because that's their standard upkeep, which is if they're running around the map. Inside cities, it's a lot more reduced. So for example, we've got upkeep currently 32. If we step out with these guys, let's have a look. 34. So it looks like it's pretty much possibly halves their upkeep. But let's have a look here. So if you shift click on a city, it actually gives you your chances of winning. So apparently 7 times in 10. Well, give it a shot. We can only but die. So these guys were the guys that had assassin, which means at the start of each unit versus unit, they have a chance of assassinating the other unit, and that percentage chance is depending on how much in the plus whatever assassin they've got. So +1 assassin, +2 assassin, and it's a percentage chance. And from memory, I believe it's 10% per +1. But there are abilities to counteract that. Some units will have, like for example, these guys have the siege, there's morale, there's leadership, there's warding, poison, disease, assassination, archery. Archery works very similar to assassination, and okay, that's only 6 times in 10. We'll worry about that. We'll send some more units down there for that. Okay, so mana, we've got an income of 8, an upkeep of 0, and we've found 3 crystals so far, and so 3 crystals increase your upkeep, increase your income, sorry. not your upkeep. And alrighty. So all those bonuses, those unit bonuses like siege and the fortify that cities provide, that all gets added or subtracted when it comes to the unit army versus army combat, and the most it can be is a +5, or the worst it can be is a -5. And so each ability has an opposite. So siege is opposite to fortify. You've got fear and terror as well, which are opposite to morale and leadership. One of our heroes here has leveled up. So all these blank boxes will be full with abilities we can choose when we get more points. So we can either save that or spend it. So what we will do is we'll get +3 move. So that's leadership, morale, fear, terror. But let's get some move, and here we can go move all. Here moves there. All these armies have been blessed, so let's go do some city capturing. So here these guys get +2. Now that's +2s from the fortify there. These guys have no bonuses or minuses that aid them, but that, so we've got siege, fortify, fear, morale, terror, leadership, and that will generate this. So we won that, and here we've got occupy, pillage, sack, or raise. I've turned off raising. That's just obviously personal preference. Some maps you want to turn it on. So occupy captures the city intact. Pillage gets rid of unit production that you cannot use for your side. Sack gets rid of all unit production. Obviously these amounts would increase depending on what units are possible to produce in the city, but these also damage the city. So for example, if it's a level 3 city, you occupy it, it stays a level 3 city. If you pillage it, it drops to a level 2 city, and if you sack it, it drops back to a level 1 city. But we're going to pillage it, we're going to get rid of the production we can't use, and we are going to get a little bit of gold for that, and we're going to start something producing here. So let's go for some of those. So these guys have +2 lightning, so that's an ability like assassin and archery and things like that. So we will wait there for now. Let's get some guys fortifying here. Okay, Lich King, here we go, let's go, move all. Okay, so we just found 3 allies in the ruins, so that's awesome. Now, all these guys have flying, spectres have flying, ghosts have flying, so that means our hero has flying, which is denoted by the wings on the boot on the cursor. So let's go. Right. Actually, let's... Oh, those are giants, so I'm going to need more forces to deal with them. Those are just dwarves, so that would be an easier city to take. A bit further to get there, but let's get some units on their way down. We'll start getting them down to there. And what we might do is we might bring our hero down, because once she searched there, come down and boost her up with some sacrificial units and take some more cities. We'll have a look at the diplomacy screen after this. So we've got another hero that's offered to join us. Because we already have a hero, a second hero is a lot more expensive, but we're going to accept. The hero can come with allies, and it's just random on whether they do or not. And so actually we're going to reject that. No. Let's do it. Okay. Gonna give this guy a bit more move so he can skimp around the map. Now we can do questing. So let's get a quest. Now whether you can get easy, average or hard, dependent on the size of the city. So level 1, level 2, level 3. Let's just get an easy one because level 1 hero. And let's go escort duty. And must escort merchant to this nearby city. So it's got a little arrow pointing to the city. And of course the city name's there as well. But we'll have a look. So it's there on the map. And we'll go, yep. And let's click on there. It's the city here. So with escort, you just have to move the hero to the city and then you get a reward. It's quite a nice way for leveling up lower heroes and getting a few rewards and some possible mercenaries or allies. So one other feature that is really great is this Victory. So in the Victory you can set it so when a city produces a unit, it automatically transfers to another city. You don't have to worry about moving it, it just will vector. So for example, we could vector everything down here. Just click and drag. You see the destination city is yellow, like that. And if we go done, we're going to let that happen. And right at the moment, this is not going to show any Victory is coming because no units have been produced yet. But as an example, in one turn, one of those is going to be produced, and it automatically will begin traveling down here. Now the thing with Victory is it takes 2 turns for a unit to relocate. Now that's 2 turns no matter where the city is in the map. So if you own both that city and that city, that's 2 turns victorying. Which, that's where victorying really comes in, is when you've got start getting a massive empire and you've got cities sprawled everywhere, and you want to, go and take 5-6 turns to walk, vector, boom, done. And it's also nice for if you've got a city on the front line that you want all your units just to be pouring into, then that's when it comes in really nice. So let's get some more units down here. We're going to buff this up down here, and then we're going to might see if we can take that city now. Let's have a look. 8 times 10. Oh, let's go for it. Let's go for it. So you see here, these guys are 2 siege. So in as much as they've got +4, it's only +2 because of the siege. So we got that. We're going to put those in there like that. And we're going to finds a sage. Let's go, Jim. You do have this reports here for and it'll just, you can click on if there's any battles that happen, you can click on them and see a report of what happened, etc., etc. Most of this is it's all very sort of easy to understand, but works quite well. It's quite effective, and I'll freely admit I've got a soft spot for this game. It's one of those games where I still play it now. How long is it? 23 years after it released. I still play it quite regularly. I still have a lot of fun in it. I've just always enjoyed it for some reason. I can't even really explain it. It's I find it peaceful, might be the word, and enjoyable. It's a really great game for unwinding. It's also one of those games where, because obviously long time ago, back, because I'm someone who loves music. I love my music. It's the only thing I love more than gaming and motorbikes is music. But back when I used to play this, way back then, you'd have, now it's so easy with like iPods and digital music and all that, but back then you'd only have like one album in playing in the background, and for a long time, I eventually got a CD player. It could only play one CD, so it'd be the same CD going for a while, and you get their association with certain songs and certain games. And this is one of those games where I've got memories of older songs that I used to play, or sometimes I'll hear older songs and think of the game. It works both ways. But now not so much, because I've got 3,500 songs on my iPod, and so it's a lot of different music, and it's not such you know, association, but I still have, you know, memories from when I used to play this. But yeah. So we'll do I know this video is probably getting on a bit now, but let's do a few more battles just to see what we can. Let's have a look here. 7 times in 10. Let's get some units down. We're gonna. We are going to hurry out some battles. Let's come on. Yep, they made it. That there is their movement. So you'll see heroes give +1 leadership, so they naturally make all units better. And heroes have a maximum level of 10, but they get pretty powerful by level 10. So let's have a. You don't have to watch battles. You can actually just click now and skip. Now what happened there? We see he got acid. Now acid actually reduced his strength. So that's quite nice that actually happened. So you could happen very briefly, but hopefully you saw it. You saw the little effect on there, and as another little bonus, he got a medal. Now, a medal. It's actually I'm really happy that happened, because it means I can describe what a medal does, so just in regards to the acid, +2 acid, so -2 strength when it affected. It has a chance of affecting, it's not guaranteed. Like all abilities, it's not guaranteed, it's a chance to apply, and then if it applies, it does the +2, which is -2 to strength. But a medal, so when combat is happening, it's for want of I'm not sure of the exact mechanics behind the scenes, but the way I sort of think is it's like dice rolling, and with a medal it increases your dice rolling in terms of you get more. So it doesn't strengthen the unit, but it improves its random chances by giving it more chances. So medals are always good, and units can just earn them just from battling. It's not okay, we will probably lose this battle, but we are going to. Oh no, 9 times in 10. We'll give it a lash. These guys are elven archers. Now they have quite a high archery, so hopefully it triggers. They only got 1 hit point there, so that's archery. Bam, archery instantly kills. Same as assassinate. If it triggers, it instantly kills. But with archers, they only have 1 hit point, so they have a high chance of going down. High risk, high reward sort of situation. But we're gonna grab some more slimes, because why not? We're gonna have those guys there. Alrighty. So now thieves, because all heroes have different abilities that they have access to, and they also have access to spells as well. and that's when the mana comes in. But thieves can get assassinate, so yes, let's do that. Oh, and look here, diplomacy screen is flashing. That works out perfect. So the Elven Prince has declared war on us. Now with declare war, you obviously, if you ignore it, they're still declaring war on you either way. It's happening. You can't just say no, we don't want it and it not happen. It's happening. So you have different opinions of, so these guys disgust and these guys dislike us. A lot of that initially is on placement and you taking sittings near them and just being near them in generally, and you can offer alliance to these guys, which we aren't going to do, but you can do it. You can also bribe, so bribing increases their attitude towards you, and if you click on them you can actually see what they what their status is. So everyone sort of tolerates the gnolls. Doors are in good stead with everyone, etc, etc. These guys are annoying a lot of people apparently. And so yeah, so you can have allied victories. So if you do end up working together with another nation, and the AI will offer alliances to you as well. It's the AI is actually pretty good overall in this. It's especially on Warlord. It is quite good. Now we're getting a bit of money for these guys. We will actually let's do some more searching. Ooh, see, there's so many statuses, like these guys have paralysis and that, so there's just so many different ones. And these guys have a Woods Hill move bows in this. Now we aren't going to actually take them with us because they can't fly, so, but we now have these guys who just declared war on us, so let's go burn some cities, because if they want war, we'll give them a war. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is good. He's leveled up and can unlock Fortify. Now the ones in purple are the spells. So I can demonstrate this, and we've just had that triggered because that's my own fault. When I clicked all these and then when I clicked it back, it recognizes that and sends you that, hey, something happened. Okay, that's okay, so it's when we moved all and this hero arrived in the city up here. We have 3 choices for rewards. Magical trinket is a item, so we will actually get that, so I can show you items. Then we'll get gold coins and ancient tome. Ancient tome is experience, but let's go that, and she got the boots of speed, so let's have a look here. get items. So you've got items carried, boots of speed, +6 movement, and there is again so many different items. You can get them from quests. You can find them in ruins, and if your hero dies, they drop them on the ground and the enemy can grab them, or you can voluntarily put them on the ground to give them to another hero, etc, etc. And you can go through all your heroes here, and it shows where they are on the map. So let's grab another. So carrying a gift goes to a site. Secret message goes outside an enemy city. You just have to stand outside it. Capturing a city, you have to capture a target city. In the harder difficulty quests, you have like killing enemy, killing a certain hero, things like that, and the rewards go up the harder it is. But port up here, let's go to this port. Oh, another quest complete, look at that. We'll grab another item. What have we got this time? Item of power, ring of power, +1 morale. These are all good things. These are all good things. So, and we can just keep doing this, and only one quest can be going at a time. So if you have 10 heroes, it doesn't matter, you can still only do the one. Only one be questing at a time, because otherwise it would get, you know, ridiculous. So let's have a what do we got here? So do have different boats and that sort of thing, as I mentioned before. Different boats provide different stats when units are in the water. There is sea combat, so if you're in the ocean, you fight in the ocean, but it does use the boat's stats, so it can be quite risky unless you've got a good boat, but then the good boats cost more. So okay, lots of fighting going on. Let's go +2 strength. That's on me again, but let's let's go back here. Let's pick them up. And let's 8 times and 10. Let's give it a lash. So you'll see the attacks go boop, boop, boop. But he's got 8 strength, so that guy reduced his strength to 4. Look at that. Oh, nice. Let's get some Medusa. And gonna leave that here, and then we're gonna go keep the little light blue dots are ruins. So, and once they've been searched, they're orange. But yeah, so that is Warlords 3, Darklords Rising. This is a like I said, one of my personal favourites. Obviously it's not going to be to everyone's taste. it's definitely an old game. It's and it's turn-based, and yeah, I have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, hopefully, I'm sorry this video's probably gone on too long, but I just got into talking about it a bit too much probably, but that's alright. So yeah, well, that's us for today, and thank you for watching, and if anyone is still watching end of the video and all that, but yeah, thank you, and Lemon out.